Hey, just a quick teaser. So I'm building this in the React using JsonForms, and it takes me like 18 minutes to set up the Create React app. So go to minute 18 if you want to see how this is developed with just configuration. Cheers. Hey, hello, how are you? So last times, in previous sessions, I was playing around with comparisons with JavaScript and Rust and whatever. This is all fine. And I was working with one single data set that I have used throughout like last 15 episodes, which is this JSON structure, which I would use to produce a sequence of kind of actions that would satisfy some sort of a goal. In this case, like kill enemy, right? So the algorithm, the goal-oriented uh, action planning figured out that in order to kill the enemy, we need to search for a weapon, blah blah blah, search ammo, and then attack with weapon. This is all fine. At this point, I feel like I need to have a sort of an editor to fill in these values because, well, the algorithm heavily looks into um, these values, right? So if I change this to true, I wonder if the outcome is going to be different, right? Um, so here it's this amount of actions, and now there's less actions because, well, it doesn't need to. The algorithm sees that it's not scouting or not searching for a player. He is already visible. Cool. Um, so see, I was playing with the values here, and the algorithm did something. So I need to have a way to play around with data. And if I was working in a bigger company, I would want to have a sort of website or a tool for it. So for this, I'm going to use JSONForms. This is going to be in the React. What it does is you provide it with JSON schema. Where's examples? Here's examples. You provided a JSON schema, which I can produce manually for the data you want to have. In my case, it will be this. And I'm going to provide some sort of UI in JSON schema as well. And my data is going to be this. So I'm going to create React app now and come back to set up the schema with you. So in order to do create React app, obviously I'm going to create a React app thing and copy that thing just to create some scaffolding stuff. I'm in my Node.js, whatever. Copy paste. Whoops. Copied. It is going to be with TypeScript. The app is going to be Go app playground. All right, and let's wait till it's finished. So the installation is complete. I opened Visual Studio Code with that folder in there. So I can npm run start standard script, and supposedly it should give me a starting thing. All right, taking some time. Waiting, I'm waiting. All right, so I'm gonna clean that up so that it doesn't have some clutter in there, and we'll come back. All right, so I have reduced my app to just hello. Yeah, also this is not needed. I removed the logo, the standard stuff. All right, and it's still showing. Nice, so I don't need this anymore. Um, Now for this, get started. Something here and blah 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 blah. Where is React? So this is that. I'm gonna jump to it when I found it. All right. Apparently they want you to go to the seed thing in there, and the repository itself has a setup of application, and in the main app TSX they have, there's a bunch of dependencies and blah blah blah. It heavily uses material UI, but the main component I'm interested in is only this JSONForms, and JSONForms here, and apparently it's using material renderers. So this is what I need to add, and this is actually good because I do work with material UI at my work. So there's a bunch of stuff I need to copy to my package JSON. All right, I don't need this for now. And so as for dependencies, so JSONForms, React, so this is important. Bam. Icons, I'm not sure. And so I copied renderers, core. Is this all? Material renderers. Yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm going to stop the dev server and yeah, npm install with hopes that it is going to work. So the nice thing about the example they have, the thing already uses hooks, which is nice for me. So if I go here and just copy, all right. Oh, I didn't. All right. This is going to be longer than I thought, but yeah, it's development. All right. So JSONForms in main. Do that. It's not yet installed, but still. Also, this needs to be set up in here. All right. And apparently there's the JSONForms. Yes, the renderer itself. All right. So this is copied pretty format. It doesn't know what the data is yet. What was the data? It was all this here. So I guess I need to have that. Yeah, let's just copy paste everything as real developers. All right. Yeah, React dot use memo initial data. All right. Guess I should have just cloned this application and worked with it, but whatever. Is this thing installed? Apparently yes, and all these squiggly lines disappeared. Alright, so the schema, they have these two things as schema. Alright, I'm going to use exactly that, and I will copy paste this as raw. So this is schema. Bam. And I need to have UI schema. Going to raw and UI schema. UI rename. All right. So yeah, this is copy pasted and this stuff is red. Apparently, I saw there's a rating thing in this schema. Where's the rating? Control. Rating. I don't know. All right. What else? So this is just a setup. Apps. So the renderers, there was a squiggly line about non-existent renderers. Let's go back to the project. App renderers. What the hell is renderers? Bam bam. Const renderers. All right. So I'm not gonna import the control, custom control. Yep, that's fine. So this is my renderer, and I'm just gonna custom, just remove it. Bam. Technically, it should be just that. So there's material renderers. I hope material UI. I pasted that. I haven't pasted material UIs. Does it have peer dependencies? Yeah, let's try and start it. Thank you. Let's go in this and see it complain. Still reloading. and reloading, and reloading, still reloading, and we're waiting. Could not load content. The thing is not complaining. This is not complaining. Let's try and reload again. Oh, something's happening. Nice. So cool. I was able to make it work somehow. Nice. Let's pause now, and then we are going to adjust this JSON schema to our liking. All right, now coming back to our original file, there's a bunch of stuff that we have, right? And I want this to be in my schema. So I'm just gonna copy paste the entire file just to start prototyping. Paste actions. All right. So in my apps, I don't want this anymore. I'm importing action config from local folder actions. All right, so my initial data is going to be not this, but action config world state. I'm going to start with just that. I'm quite sure that this, well, yeah, the data, it doesn't know if it's right, so it's not showing. But there's a bunch of things I want to display as this completed component. So, so there is something with completed label over there, as I mentioned, over here. I am going to, quite frankly, remove all of that for now and build on top. So let's move this over here so that we have more space over here, and I do want to show live. So pretty much all of these should be controls with this. So yeah, I also need schema. And this completed looks at properties done. So there's something that should be called done. Yes, this is what I need. So just brute force remove it, remove it. So I'm setting up my variables as JSON schema. Just a bunch of times. You know, let's not create all of these, but at least a portion, so that we know that we are succeeding in a way. All right, so we've got at least that. I don't want anything required at this moment. UI schema is going to look at, now I need to have this. So this is alive. It's looking at alive. Bam. Now this is looking at injured. Injured. Now we look at enemy alive. Enemy alive. C weapon. Oh, I copy pasted the wrong thing. Control, and this is control. Whoops. What? Control, enemy, alive. Control, injured. So the type is going to be a control, and the label injured for this. This is alive. Enemy alive. C weapon. C weapon. And another one for C ammo. Alright. I wonder what it does. Alright, cool. It already shows us automatically the UI. And if I were to submit it at some point, I would have the data pre-filled for me. Wait. So let's actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's actually fill in more. So this is C ammo, C bomb. Well, you get the point. What do I get as data? Set data. So on change makes it write data to the state. So if I console log new data, so it rendered a bunch of times. Alright, cool. There's a bunch of things. If I set C ammo, C ammo is true. So I've got a way to fill in these things without really coding too much. I've got a config for UI. This is something for my employer to consider. All right, and I did remove a header of some sort. I want it back. Not the schema, but yeah, let's go to UI schema, vertical layout. Is there a control for header layouts? Is there just a label? Type group elements. Yeah, I am going to make a world state group in UI schema. I wonder if this will work. So this thing is going to be a single item in elements. hopefully. And if it renders correctly, yes, there's my group. And it has nice section card sort of thing. And this is going to be a world state in which the possible NPC or any other actor which is relying on this data is going to be, yeah, it's what it knows. It is the context of a it is going to be a context of an actor in which it can operate. Alright, so there you go. I'm going to build on top of this and see you next time. Automatic UI generation is complete.